Hey, what's up world? This is RJ back with another prediction video for NXT Takeover New Orleans, which happens this weekend, Saturday, April 7th, live on the WWE Network. I believe the start time is 7, 8 o'clock. I'm not sure. I can never remember with NXT. Whatever. Anyways, I was told by a little birdie that I cursed a little bit too much on my last prediction video, so I'm going to try to keep the language as clean as possible, but I can't promise anything because I'm just a dirty talking mofo. So with that in mind, let's try to do this for the kids. Alright, so the first match on the card that I'm seeing here is the NXT Tag Team Championship match between Undisputed Era versus the Authors of Pain versus Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne. Wow, it's a three-way tag team match for the NXT Tag Team titles. To be honest with you, this match should be pretty intense. I don't see Roderick Strong or Pete Dunne winning the match. And I kind of don't see Authors of Pain winning either, because I feel like they'll probably end up getting called up to the main roster soon, I would think. So I'm going to say Undisputed Era is probably going to retain the titles. This should be an action-packed match with Authors of Pain. They're hard-hitting, and they're pretty athletic guys, too, for their size. So I actually like them. I don't understand what they're saying, but I like them. I think they could do without Paul Ellering. They could probably find somebody else. If they even need a manager, maybe they do, because, you know, they can't really talk. Whatever. But anyways, Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne, that's a good team right there, and they should put on one hell of a show. Pete Dunne is the United Kingdom champion, and he's teaming up with Roderick Strong. They ended up winning the Dusty Rhodes Classic. They're a pretty good pairing. I don't think it'll last long, but it's good for now. And Undisputed Era, I think they'll retain Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. They're a good team too. I like them on the mic. Their in-ring work is pretty good. I think they're kind of overrated. Maybe it's just the way they're portrayed in NXT. I don't know. But, you know, they're good. I just don't think they necessarily lived up to all the hype. But they did have a really good match at War Games with the Authors of Pain, and Roderick Strong was also in that match. So all these guys faced before besides Pete Dunne, and maybe they fought in a singles match at some point. I don't know. But that should be a really good match for that. So let's see what the next match is. We got Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa. Alright, now this match should be, as JR would say, a slobber knocker. There's a lot of hatred between these two. If you've watched NXT over the past several months, you would know that Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano were once a tag team, and they lost the titles, and after not being able to get them back, Tommaso Ciampa turned his back on Johnny Gargano in a brutal assault that left a lot of fans speechless, quite frankly. And then at every chance he got, Tommaso Ciampa would cost Johnny Gargano the NXT title, and it inevitably costed Johnny Gargano his career, or so we thought, until just a week ago, where William Regal put together this match. It's unsanctioned, because Johnny Gargano is fired, that they'll end up having a match, and if Tommaso Ciampa wins, Johnny Gargano's still fired. If Johnny Gargano wins, he's back in NXT. This one's a tough call, because I kind of see Johnny Gargano going to 205 Live soon, but on the flip side, it would be a really feel-good story for Johnny Gargano to win, especially after the last couple devastating losses that he's had due to Tommaso Ciampa's interference. So I'm actually gonna go with Johnny Gargano. I was going to say Tommaso Ciampa, but I think I'm going to go with Johnny Gargano. I think it'll let him leave NXT on a high note. You know, he keep his job there, and then he'll end up going to 205 Live. But I think that'll be like a real tell-good story, and this should be one hell of a match. Tommaso Ciampa is a hard-hitting guy. Johnny Gargano is Mr. Johnny Wrestling, so that says it all right there. This should be a really good match. Looking forward to it. Super excited. It'll be fun to watch. Should be fun to watch. It'll be fun to watch. Definitely be fun to watch. It'll definitely be one of the better matches of the night, in my opinion. Probably one of the top three. I don't know. This whole card seems pretty good, actually. So who knows? But it'll be a really good match, regardless. Next up, we have the NXT Women's Championship match between Ember Moon and Shayna Baszler, which Ember Moon is my favorite woman on NXT. She was second, only behind Asuka, but then Asuka left, so she moved up to number 1. I mean, her finishing move is just great. Honestly, if you never saw it, it's a thing of beauty. Look it up. It's called The Eclipse. Ember Moon, The Eclipse. It's ridiculous. But anyways, I really like Ember Moon. I hope she wins. Even though I see her getting called up to the main roster soon as well. But you never know. I really don't want Shayna Baszler to win. I feel like Shayna Baszler is just fucking... I cursed. See, sorry. I think Shayna Baszler is just not that great, honestly. Sure, she's terrifying and she hurts people. Ooh. But it's like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't really get behind her. So I hope Ember wins. If she doesn't, I'll be a little disappointed. But if she ended up ending up in the main roster or something on the Raw after WrestleMania or the SmackDown after WrestleMania, it would all be worth it in the end to me. But if she just loses the title and hangs out at NXT for another 6 months or something, it'll be a disappointment. But that should be a really good match too. You know, Ember Moon's really good. She's a high flyer, yet ground and pound. Shayna Baszler is more just ground and pound. So it should be a good contrast of styles. And if I was Ember Moon, I would watch out, because if I went for the Eclipse, Shayna Baszler's been known to counter people out of thin air. So you want to look out for that, Ember. If you watch this before NXT Takeover, watch out for that counter. And have a good match. Peace. Alright, next up we got NXT North American Championship match. This is a new title. Well, actually, I just recently found out it's a title that's being brought back. It's not necessarily new. It's just been so long that it really kind of is new. So I'm just going to say it's a new-ish title. It's a new-ish title that they're bringing back to NXT. Kind of like the United Kingdom Championship, which Pete Dunne holds. And this is going to be a ladder match for the title. So it's going to be Adam Cole versus Velveteen Dream versus Killian Dane versus Lars Sullivan. And the next two people I am so freaking excited for. I can't describe it. The next man is, of course, Ricochet. And I know him as Prince Puma from Lucha Underground. That's where I first saw him. And he was the man there. And I'm sure he'll be the man now. And I was really upset when he left Lucha Underground. And now I'm so happy I can see him again on NXT. Because he's really awesome. He's ridiculous. Just a great performer. Anyways, sorry. Male crush, I guess you could say. And then the next one is I'm super excited for too. EC3, which, you know, he's used to be in NXT, then he got let go and went to TNA and made this whole character, and it was amazing. And he's, you know, super good. He's super good in the ring. He's super talented on the mic. And I have high hopes for him in NXT. Honestly, he shouldn't even be in NXT that long. Neither should Ricochet. they should be up on the main roster soon, or at least Ricochet to 205 Live and EC3 to Raw or SmackDown soon. But that'll be a fantastic match right there. That's one of the ones I'm really looking forward to because of those two major debuts in one match. Like, it's rare you get two debuts in one match. You know what I mean? Hey, it's 420. Spark it up if you got it. Anyways, so yeah, I'm super stoked for that match. That's gonna be freaking awesome. Yeah. Who do I think is gonna win that match? Back to the Women's Championship. I think Ember Moon will win somehow the NXT Women's Championship. She'll retain that title. NXT North America Championship, I see it probably going to I'm going to say Ricochet. I'm going to say Ricochet is going to get it. Just because it's a ladder match, it probably favors Ricochet a little more so than the other people. So I'm going to say Ricochet is going to win. And then finally, for the main event, we have the NXT Championship match between Andrade Cien Almas and Aleister Black. Aleister Black is going after the title. Andrade Cien Almas is the champion. And I'm really not a big fan of Andrade. I'm really not. I don't care for him too much. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I just don't see it. Aleister Black, however, I am a fan of. I like his whole gimmick, I guess. His style. He's very hard hitting, very martial artsy. His finishing move is called the I can't remember it right now. Not Blackout. I can't remember the name of his finishing move right now. Darn. Wow, I said darn instead of the other D word. Wow. Anyways, Fade to Black. That's what it's called. The Fade to Black. Where it's just a monstrous kick, spin kick, right to the face. And it's awesome. But anyways, his whole character is pretty cool, but I'm a fan of Aleister Black more so than Andrade Cien Almas. And not only because of that do I think Aleister Black is going to win this match, but I think it's just his time. I think he's like undefeated in singles competition. I think he might have lost like a fatal 4-way match, but I don't think he was the one being pinned. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Tell me to check my facts, mister. So yeah, this match should be pretty good. It'll be really good. They'll probably end up surprising me, honestly. Andrade will probably pull some crazy lucha move out of his hat that nobody's seen in NXT before. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen Andrade Cien Almas somewhere else under another name. I haven't. I'm sorry. Hate me if you want to. Whatever. So yeah, that's the main event, and I think it'll be a really good match. I think Aleister Black is going to win. And NXT is looking to be a pretty good show. Looking at the card, all of these matches seem pretty good, as Larry David would say from Curb Your Enthusiasm. That's a good show. Watch it if you haven't. Nice little cheap plug for you, Larry David. I know you're not going to see this, but it's cool if you do. Then you know. So yeah, just to recap, I think Undisputed Era is going to retain the tag team titles. I think Johnny Gargano is going to win the unsanctioned match between Tommaso Ciampa and get his job back. I think Ember Moon will retain the NXT Women's title. I think Ricochet will win the North American Championship in the ladder match. And I think Aleister Black will defeat Andrade Cien Almas for the NXT Championship. So yeah, with that being said, it looks to be a pretty good show. Pretty excited for it. The kickoff show starts at 7 p.m. and on the network, the actual pay-per-view starts at 8 p.m. So there you go now. Now I corrected the time mistake that I made in the beginning, which you probably already forgot about, which is cool, but I reminded you, and you're welcome. So, yeah, alright, there it is. So, I hope you guys have a great time. Hope you enjoyed my videos. Subscribe to the channel and stuff and whatever. And, you know, I'll be posting more stuff in the coming days and weeks and months and hopefully years to come. Hopefully I get rich off of YouTube like so many other lucky people. Help that happen. Alright, well, yeah, thanks. Have a nice day. And always remember, New Day rocks. Peace.